know it's still fresh, but are you able to kind of look back and kind of see like this is a tremendous season you guys just kind of went on here?
I have not, Stephen, because I was immersed in this game, in this moment, uh, trying to push our guys forward one step closer. I haven't really taken the time to look back at the season, to look back at what we've accomplished. I will at some point, but right now it's just being in this moment and feeling the pain, feeling the disappointment, and figuring out ways to get it done next time.
And just looking specifically at the game, this was a great offensive team all season long, and you guys just like your offense for the first time kind of sputtered. Was it something that Delaware was doing, or was it just a matter of shots just weren't falling tonight?
You got to give them credit, man. They came in, I think I said it at the beginning. They play with force. They are physical. They have good athletes in there, and that we had to meet their force. And then, we got sped up a little bit and then got out of sync and kind of lost our swagger a little bit. I think we got it back, but we just didn't have enough to overcome their surges. But it is what it is, disappointing, but you got to give them credit. They competed and they beat us.
Great. Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank you, Stephen.
Brother Andrew.
Hey, Coach. Congrats on an amazing season and obviously a tough ending. I was just wondering if you could anticipate at all what your sons might be able to say to you to make you feel, might be thinking about saying to you to make you feel better in this moment.
I have not, honestly. I'll look at my text when I get home, speak with my wife, probably cry a little bit. And, I know their hearts are broken also because they want Papa to do well. I'm sure they're pretty excited that I'm coming home.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks for everything this season. And maybe one day we'll actually meet closer than 1,000 miles away.
Thank you. Thank you, Andrew. It's been fun.
Go to Jason.
Thanks for taking us on the ride, Coach. That was amazing. From everything that we had learned kind of along that ride and the buy-in and the selfless play, was there any stretch in that game where you think the team got away from that and that's where you lost it?
Yes, we got away from that. I've always told you guys about our habits. In the back of my head, I always feel like your habits at some point, good and bad, will resurface. But the heat get turned on. I think at some point we lost our way. I think we had 26 turnovers. You guys have heard me harping about our turnovers. So it's part of it. It's part of the journey. It's a good learning experience for me.
And that was my next question, actually, is you've shared with us that you've learned along the way. Now, what are you learning right now, or what did you learn right now? Maybe it was what you said with the players, despite this loss, saying that to you when you walked in the locker room, one of them saying, "Thank you for making us believe." Did you learn that maybe you can accomplish that?
That's a good question, Jason, and it will need more reflection. But right now, off the top of my head, I just know that initially, when I said just win, a lot of people thought I was crazy. But then I stuck with the message because I believed it in my heart, because that's all that matters. Nobody's interested in somebody that doesn't win. Think about the people we put on the pedestal in our societies, people that have won. People who are able to speak up for worthy causes are people that have won, because nobody wants to hear about somebody who hasn't won. And then people are interested in being part of winning, and they want to pluck people from winning organizations. I believed it in my core, and I believe it. And I wanted our guys to understand it as they are pursuing careers and they are having these dreams that they were going after. I wanted to present that truth to them, and I wanted them to take it with them. so that they understand that if you're going to have a voice, if you're going to do anything of significance, you have to win. And if you don't win, you have to try like crazy to win. Because when it's all said and done, just win, man. That's what matters.
You planted a lot of seeds that are going to grow past these 30 days. That's for sure, Coach. So congratulations.
Thank you so much, Jason. It's been fun, man.
Go to Savannah.
Hi, Coach. First of all, congrats on the regular season and how far you guys have come. It's been a pleasure to honestly have covering you guys. I just want to ask, how proud are you of the character that this team has shown throughout the season? You mentioned beginning in the pre-game interview, that this team has shown that they've taken on the family mentality and they say it in the locker rooms. So what does that speak to this team? How proud are you that they've shown that this season?
I'm very proud of them. Listen, with all the restrictions and that we were able to come together so quickly, and it was real. It wasn't funny. It was real. These guys sacrificed for one another, played for each other, and really cheered for one another. So proud of them. So proud.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Savannah.
Go to Matt.
Coach, I echo the statements of my colleagues and other journalists. It's been a real fun ride, and I know it didn't end the way you'd hoped. But I want to ask you to look back on the growth of some of your players, and that might not be the easiest thing to do right now. But apart from tonight, you look at a lot of guys that didn't have roles early on in the season that grew to have a bigger role, and throughout the season. And you said earlier that this league is all about trying to take the next step, whether it's to become an NBA player, become an NBA player again. With that in mind, apart from tonight, what's the biggest thing that you'll take away from this team in the last 4 weeks or so?
That progress is not easy, growth is not easy, and growth is never done in a place of comfort. And that as leaders, it's our job to get them out of comfort into maybe unfamiliar territory, to get them to do something they couldn't get done on their own. But then once they believe you, now it's on us to make sure we teach them the right stuff and put them on the right path. And we have a lot of guys that grew. I'm so proud. To see, I can go down the line. Nick Stauskas interested in defense and playing his heart out. Matt Morgan didn't play. They come in and then play with so much confidence in spurts. Matt Mooney growing in his leadership, and Gary Payton, just his leadership and the effort and the selflessness he played with. Henry, just watching his growth and his confidence and having him out there just expressing himself. I can go down the line. These guys, I'm just so proud of them, because truly they allowed me to coach them. They allowed us to coach them. And that's something that I do not take for granted.
Thank you, Coach. And thanks for spending time with us and for your thoughtful answers over the last month. And hopefully we'll do it in person someday soon.
Thank you so much, Matt.
You guys will have to wrap on Mike.
Bonsoir, coach. Premièrement, félicitations pour cette belle saison, même si la fin n'est certainement pas celle que vous espériez. Et vraiment un grand merci pour votre disponibilité en français. C'est pas évident, souvent on vous fait répéter les mêmes choses qu'en anglais, donc un grand merci pour ça. Je voulais vous demander, pour revenir un peu sur le match, en troisième quart, vous avez montré un visage différent. Et qu'est-ce qui a changé de nouveau en quatrième quart pour que le match vous échappe?
Je sais pas. Je pense que malheureusement, on n'a pas exécuté notre plan tactique. Il y avait trop de distractions. On est remonté. Je pensais que le match était revenu à un état là où il était à notre portée. Et puis, je pense qu'ils ont mis quelques tirs à 3 points. On a eu quelques pertes de balles. Et puis, on a perdu l'élan et on n'a jamais pu récupérer. C'était le coup fatal pour nous.
Les pertes de balles ont été au cœur de ce match, avec 26 pertes de balles qui leur apportent plus de 30 points. Pour vous, c'est de votre côté, ou c'est vraiment eux qui ont eu un plan de jeu défensif vraiment impressionnant, où ils étaient sur toutes vos lignes de passe? Vous donnez plus le crédit à eux, ou c'est de votre côté aussi où ça n'a pas été vraiment très bon?
Les deux, je l'ai toujours dit pendant mes sessions. Vous vous rappelez, je vous ai toujours dit que les pertes de balles, c'est quelque chose qu'on doit contrôler. Malheureusement, c'est quelque chose qu'on n'a jamais pu dompter complètement. Et on a eu notre pire match au mauvais moment.
Et pour finir, je sais que c'est encore frais dans la tête, mais qu'est-ce que vous allez garder de cette saison?
Beaucoup de choses. Beaucoup de choses. Pour la première fois, je pense que c'est important d'être un leader avec intégrité. Et lorsqu'on croit à quelque chose, il faut continuer. Il ne faut pas abandonner, mais aussi que une culture se développe sur chaque conversation, chaque interaction, et que ça prend tout un village pour construire quelque chose de solide et quelque chose qui résiste aux difficultés.
Parfait. Merci beaucoup, coach, et bon retour auprès de votre famille.
Yeah, guys, I just want to say thank you so much. You know, I appreciate it's funny because you guys almost turned into virtual friends. You had questions that really made me think. And I appreciate you taking the time with me and our team and our players. And I hope that we'll get to, sorry we came up short, but I hope that I'll get to meet you guys in person someday. Thank you. This has been fun.
Thanks, coach.
Thanks, coach.
Thanks, coach.